We seem to be having a Philip Roth resurgence in movies. I'm glad we are doing so. Indignation is directed and written by James Schamus, and it stars Logan Lerman, Tracy Letts, and Sarah Gadon, and this tells the story of a young man who's from a Jewish family who moves from Newark to Ohio to attend college, so he can avoid the war because the Korean War is going on. This is set in the 1950s, and during his time in college, he starts to be more of a rebellious type of person. He starts going out there and he starts finding himself, as well as starting a relationship with this girl that he meets there in class. When I first saw the trailer for this movie during the summer, I thought, okay, this will be a fine enough movie, whatever. But this movie actually is superbly well shot. James Schamus makes his directorial debut in such a sophisticated way. He shoots this movie so meticulously. There's such a sophistication to the way this movie's shot, edited, the set design is gorgeous. Everything that is on screen seems to be perfectly in place and none of it seems unrealistic. I mean, the shots in this movie look absolutely glorious, and he has kind of a Wes Anderson vibe to him in the sense that every single shot, or most of them, are very central. Everything is centric on the frame. Nothing stands out off of the screen. Nothing seems to be coming in, cramming in onto the frame. I mean, it's beautifully shot, and the cinematography is really good as well. And the set design, again, makes you really feel like you're in the 50s with these characters on that college going through these situations. And speaking of characters, Logan Lerman has a career best performance in this movie. I was not expecting him to be this good. I knew he was good. He's better in this movie than he is in Perks of Being a Wallflower. Not by much, he's spectacular in that movie, but wow, he floored me in this movie with this performance. Not Oscar worthy this year, I don't think so, but for who Logan Lerman is, he's really good. He comes from a very conservative family, and this movie really is a character study and a coming-of-age story for his character. He starts coming out, he starts finding himself, he starts discovering his spiritual self, and that starts igniting some precocious situations, and he gets himself into a little bit of trouble with some people in college. I really enjoy seeing the evolution of this character. It is very gratifying seeing where he starts on and where he hands off, and the relationship he has with his family, and the fact that he doesn't want to create friendships or attach with anyone. He just wants to keep to himself. He wants to get his studies done. He wants to avoid the war at all costs. He wants to keep himself on the higher echelon of grades in the college, but he starts rebelling against some standards that are demanded over there in college, like going to chapel every now and then, or confraternizing with other people, or even joining a sports team. His journey is really gratifying to watch, and he pulls it off perfectly in this movie. I tell you, this guy really surprised me. One other standout in this movie is the Dean played by Tracy Letts. Wow. This man, if this movie gets noticed enough, is probably going for a Best Supporting Award performance because he nails this part. Both understand him but hate him at the same time, because you always have that feeling of going against the system, and he is the system. And there's one scene in this movie that goes for about 20 minutes, I think, and it's between him and Logan Lerman's character, and wow, what a powerhouse of a scene. These two nailed every single bit of the script. Every single bit of the screen is chewed by these two, and they were absolutely flawless. I love this scene in the movie when Logan Lerman goes to the dean because the dean called to him because he's having some issues over at college and he wants to talk to him about it. And it's really good. This is the point of the movie when Logan Lerman's character completely shifts and you start having a whole nother perspective on this character from that point forward. Not going to spoil anything, but just this scene, even if you don't like the rest of the movie, this is worth the price of admission. Sarah Gadon is also really good. I really like her character. I like her performance a lot. I think the relationship she creates with Logan Lerman here is very believable, very unique, very quirky, let's call it. Very peculiar. That's the word. Peculiar. Not you, peculiar. There is a very dark past to her that's kept in secrecy and that you kind of get hints to during the movie, but it's not at all revealed throughout. It really leaves you wondering, but there's a very satisfying moment in this movie about her character that I was really happy to see and made me comfortable about not knowing everything about her. I like some secrecy within my characters. However, this is a slow burn of a movie. This is not going to be accelerated at all. This is not going to be a dynamic, full throttle, all the way through action movie. It's not. It's about this character learning some new things, standing up to others, finding his new self, growing up psychologically, and finding himself in the adult world. That's what the story is about. It's full on about this character and his perspective on life. It's a movie I deeply enjoyed and actually was very, very surprised by. It's a movie I will watch again. It's a movie filled with great performances, actually a really good story that has a lot to tell about growing up, going away from your house, finding yourself out of the bosom of where you were born. It's really, really a story with a lot, and I mean a lot, to say. It's also very meticulously written, very, very well shot and edited, and I think it's a spectacular directorial debut for James Schamus, and I look forward to seeing more from this man. And I will give Indignation a martini. It is a good time, anytime. What did you think of Indignation, my beautiful geekies? Have you seen it? Have you not? Do you want to see it? Do you like Logan Lerman? Do you like Sarah Gadon? Let me know your favorite movies from these two actors in the comments below. And of course, don't forget to like this video and share. That is a big way for you guys to help me out. Of course, if you are not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Come and join the beautiful geeky community where we can be geeky united! Thank you so much for watching, my beautiful geekies. I love you all. Stay beautiful, stay geeky. Yeah!